All right, welcome to another episode of One Life Management Podcast. Today's guest is Louise Monk, the creative director and the founder of Everything Retreat. So, welcome, Louise.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good. Very good, thank you.
So, before we get into the nitty gritty, I'd love to do a little icebreaker game. I know I sent you a different one on WhatsApp.
You're tricking me, aren't you?
But I'm actually going to do something slightly different.
Okay.
So, you're going to give me 3 statements, and one of them has to be a lie, and I have to guess which one is a lie. I'm going to give you 3 statements, and one of them is a lie.
Oh, wow.
Then you have to guess which one is a lie. So you go first.
I used to be an air hostess.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a vegetarian, and I used to want to be a zookeeper when I was younger.
A zookeeper.
Yes.
Vegetarian, a zookeeper, and the first one was a hair hostess.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a think. You're not a vegetarian, are you?
Nope.
Yeah, that was easy. Right. So my one. I was born and grew up in Nigeria.
Okay.
I've got two brothers.
Okay.
I used to play basketball.
You was born in Nigeria is not true.
Oh, it's very true. Yes.
You didn't play basketball, did you?
No. Yeah. So that was the wrong answer, but I win that one.
Okay, you win.
Yeah. All right.
That's really hard, actually.
Yeah,
all
it
those
is,
little things.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So I thought I'd mix it up a little bit because I thought, you won't get off too
You
easy.
took me by surprise then.
Yeah.
You've tricked me into this.
Yeah, but I win. That's the point.
tricked.
That's the point of my show. You have to win on your own show, otherwise something's not right. All right. Right, let's talk about...
The rest is easy now.
Yeah, the rest it gets easier now. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, let's talk about Everything Retreat.
Yes.
Why?
Good question. Kind of happened by accident, really.
Oh, okay.
I was out one night with my sister, having a few drinks, and she told me that she was moving house. She did live about half a mile from where I live, on Sackway Lane. And she said she was moving, so I was saying, like, why are you moving, blah, blah. And then she said the house gone up for sale. And the house it was kind of a small holding with 14 acres of land. So I said, I'll buy it from you. And she was like, why would you want to buy it? And I was, no idea, but I do. Anyway, she thought I'd had too much to drink. So the next morning she rang me up and she said, we been serious about last night? So we said, yeah, still being serious, still want to buy it. So anyway, cutting a long story short, we bought it. 2016, and we didn't do anything with it for 3 years at all. Went to Africa on holiday.
Where did you go?
3 weeks. Went to the Sabai Sands.
Nice.
Did a safari, then went down to Cape Town, then to Mauritius. And when I got back, so all the time I was there, I was planning like what I was going to do. When I got back, went for a little walk around the land with my husband and my little dog Archie, and walking around the fields, which was complete and utter bog. I always get this thing as well. I always put one hand over one eye, so I get a bit of a vision about things. Done it in the past when
Well, like literally put your
I put one hand over one eye and I can kind of see things finished.
I'm going to start doing that.
I know it is a bit weird, but yeah, all my staff laugh at me and say, "What's she planning now? She's got the hand out, one eye's out." And then, so basically, and I said to my husband, "I think I'm going to put some lodges on this field," and he was like, I don't think you are. I was like, why not? He said, well, look, you actually stuck in mud to your knees. How would you get planning? How would you even get a digger on here? How would you get anything onto this land? It's just impossible. So I said, I'm doing it.
Wow.
And so I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started with the planning. I always draw it myself as well. I get my pencil out. It's another thing, they all laugh at me at work. I get my pencil out and I draw what I can see, the vision is.
The vision, yeah.
So then I pass it to somebody who can do it properly. And they then, architects, etc. And so we did that. And then in 2019, planning got passed.
Oh, amazing.
And for 12, I wasn't going to do 12 originally. It was going to be 6 and see how things go.
Yeah.
I decided to just go the whole hog and do the whole lot, get it done. So planning got passed and we started the building in just after 2019.
Wow. What a
So, yeah,
journey. What a journey.
absolutely.
I love that. So let's take it back. I want to rewind back to, when you were younger, your childhood aspirations. Like, what was that like? Did you know what you wanted to do growing up?
I
And
wanted to be a zookeeper.
oh, wow. I love that. At what
Yeah.
age?
Ever since I was brought up on a farm, farmer's daughter.
Yeah.
So the day-to-day life was involving animals, etc. But I always wanted something a little bit more exciting than cows and pigs and sheep. So I thought lions and elephants and rhinos would be my. So I went to be a zookeeper. Then I wanted to be a safari vet. So
Wow.
yeah, hanging out the side of a helicopter darting animals was more appealing. So, but anyway, that didn't work out. I had my first daughter when just before I was 18.
Oh, amazing.
And so the hanging out of a helicopter was no
yeah.
longer a possibility. So yeah, it's amazing how you can start off with one thing that you want to do when you're younger, and then sometimes it doesn't always end up being what you originally wanted to be. But these
That's
things
life,
happen,
yeah.
don't they? Yeah.
So
it's
like,
life.
would you let's say you didn't have a daughter at 18, would you have pursued that dream?
Probably yes, I would say, because I really, really did want to do it. Yeah, it was something that I'd always want. So actually, I did do it was like taking out the hard work of it all. I did 2 safaris.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to, for my 40th birthday, for instance, I wanted to put the money into going on into the safari that had a community, which we did. They had their own village, and anything that you spent on the safari got put into the community.
Oh, I love that, yeah.
So, and we took like gifts over for the children. So
Yeah.
that was kind of a little bit
Close.
close to it. I still want to do more, so there will be more to come in that, and I want to go back to Africa because I just absolutely love it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, like, what was the other routes you take to where you are today? Like, so
The
you
other
had a
routes,
child at
yes, okay.
18,
So
yeah.
So I had children early. I've been with my husband since I was just less than 16.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
So long time. It sounds bad, doesn't it?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and then so I've now got 3 children. So when I was 30, so I worked with my husband in his business. He has a haulage business.
Yeah.
And then when I was 30, I decided that I wanted to do something completely different. I couldn't stand working in an office with him daily. We wouldn't have survived probably.
Yeah. Sorry.
So I went to go and do hospitality management and
I love that.
hospitality events. So everybody thought I was nuts again. She's going back to college. She's doing this. She's 30 years old. She's got 3 children. But it's something that I really wanted to do, and I had no idea why. Again, it was just another strong feeling that something that I had to do. So I completed that and came out, got my cap and gown. So that was a little moment.
I love that, yeah.
And I then went to go. I started my own business, my own events business. But then shortly afterwards, had a really bad accident with a sledge and broke my back in 3 places.
Oh.
So I was in a brace for just over 8 months.
Yeah.
So that was a big deal. So going back to working in events after having that accident was really, really hard, and I really struggled, being honest.
So like, what kind of events were you doing?
So a friend of mine has an events company in London, so I used to go down to London and we did the Weller Awards, the AIM Awards, that catered for 1,500 people at a time. So you can imagine 17 hours on your feet and you don't get a break.
Yeah.
No. So that was really hard. So I did it for a little while, but then quickly decided that I just couldn't, my back wasn't up to it at all. So that's why I then went back to being at home with the kids, but I just never felt like it. I needed more.
Yeah,
I always wanted to do more. So that was the next opportunity that came up, was buying the land. And then now I know why I went and did my hospitality events, because everything now that it comes back to me, and say if I'm doing something, all of a sudden something that I've learned when I went back and did that, it'll then come back to me. I think, I know how to do that. Actually, I did that when I went back.
Yeah.
I
really love that, because I feel like a lot of times people want answer right now, and you have to go through you have to go through hospitality to be where you are today. Even though like back then you weren't thinking about this.
I know. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, every day is different. You never know what's coming next, do you? But we just keep going on to the next thing, and I've got so many plans. And a lot of. Still get these little visions. So I still got, I got my pencil out last week. Yeah. The girl is like, yeah, she did.
What's the vision now?
So I really want to bring wellness into what we have. We've got 12 lodges. They've all got hot tubs. The full works. But really, the wellness, mental health is something that we really want to follow up. And so planning's going in again. I did get a refusal, a bit of a knockback, but I'm not going to let that stop me.
Yeah, of course.
So rewind, plan B, and plans will be going in again in a few weeks for the next stage, which will be 3 treatment rooms, a studio space where we can do Pilates, talks, mental health talks, seminars, and a little outdoor swim spa, a wellness garden where you can go and relax and read a book and just completely chill out. So that'll be the cherry on the cake for us if we get that
Love
passed.
that.
Yeah.
Why is wellness, and because you've mentioned mental health a few times now, why is wellness and mental health important to you?
I think it's really important especially after COVID. People have been working from home, and there's so many people that are suffering with it now since COVID. Being shut in a room all day for 12 hours a day on your own, it's not been great for people. I think people are struggling to come back into the communities and to work.
Yeah.
And I think being able to come somewhere like us for a company, corporates especially, and bring their staff together and do like a night, they can do the meetings, then they can do something fun.
Yeah.
They can do the ice baths, they can do all yoga, anything that's good for you.
Yeah.
Nature.
So
walks, everything. That means a lot, isn't there?
yeah, I really love that.
Yeah.
So what can someone expect if you're coming to
The retreat.
everything? Yeah, the retreat.
Yeah, we get a mixture of people. We get a mixture of couples that are coming for a nice weekend that just want to escape and relax and come for nice drinks in our little bar, eat nice food. We get other people that want to come and explore the Ribble Valley, and it's more of a base. We collaborate with so many different restaurants and establishments around us. We have a concierge as well, so everything's catered for.
Yeah.
And then we've got the other end of the spectrum where we've got like Porsche, BMW, other corporate companies that come and they bring the top clients, and it's a nice day for them. We have barbecue. All sorts of different. And we have people that come and do Pilates. What else have we got?
Everything.
Yeah, anything wellness.
Yeah.
We hold a lot of little wellness days for ladies, menopause.
I love
Everything that literally everything.
If you can think it.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do it.
I love
everything.
that.
That's why we're called Everything Retreat. We can literally.
Oh, I love the name. Yeah, everything you want. We can.
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything and everything.
So, what's been the main challenges for you so far?
I think our main challenges were during the build. We were quite lucky with our tradesmen because they could all carry on working throughout COVID because individual cabins, they could work at a distance. Wood, getting at the materials in because obviously COVID, difficult getting deliveries.
Yeah.
And our place is made of wood, the cost of wood. Then everything from setting up our booking systems to technology, I guess the biggest one for me because that isn't my strongest point. So, but we've got an amazing team, and between us all, we all pull together and we make it happen.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. All right. Now talk to me about the lodges. And obviously, from what I've read about you, it was inspired by the places you've been around the world. Is that so?
Yes, a lot of them.
Talk to me about these places and how that inspired the...
Yeah, so we could start with the Old English one to start with, because obviously it's England and we're passionate about England and our country and the Ribble Valley. So that lodge has got everything in there that represents the Ribble Valley, England, Lancashire. So that's quite simple, even down to the outside, the garden, the flowers, everything is themed to exactly. The next one is the ski lodge. I love being up in the mountains in the snow, even not particularly skiing because after my accident I'm a little bit wary, but just being there. And I love all the woods and the throws and the firs, etc. So even from that one outside, we've got like a little wooden sledge.
Oh, I love that.
We've got a ski bench, so it's incredible. Next one is the Scottish Hounds, again, being up in Scotland and when there's nothing, just it's nature again, isn't it? Every single one. Scandinavian one. I love that one. It's all white and it's just the colours and the cleanness of it all. And the African one is obviously my one that I was most passionate about because of my love of Africa.
Yeah.
So again, in there, everything, and down to the outside, we built a little boma, which is like an enclosed area that keeps the lions out. Hopefully no lions in Mella, but yeah. And we got the Japanese inspired, which I loved, like the dark like feel to that. And when I went to Thailand, I just love visiting all those places that have got that feel to it. So, and then the signature lodges are all the same, exactly the same. The 6 of them, and they're equally as beautiful, and they're just a little bit more earthy and a little bit more just us, really, a bit more countryside feel to them, rustic, but not a little bit of in between. So yeah, they've all got the hot tubs, they've got the log burners, Nespresso, underfloor heating. We've gone all out on them, and they're super, luxurious. So you've got the best out of both worlds, really, when you come and stay with us.
Yeah, I love that. Why is luxury important to you?
I always put into everything what I would want. If I go somewhere, what I would want. So everything that I do with the retreat, it's always what I would want if I go somewhere, how I would want to feel, even how I want to get treated.
Yeah.
And putting that into what we have, as it works.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
So I want to explore and get to know you a little bit more, like especially when it comes to traveling.
Okay.
So what's been like your favorite place you've been to? Like what's been the standout experience or moments for you anywhere around the world?
I'm going to say Africa again.
Yeah.
I keep banging on about Africa, but it is it is my favourite place ever in the world. I've only been twice.
Yeah.
But every time I've left, I've cried. Just get this like overwhelming feeling to cry. Yeah. And just being there, and I don't know, it's a weird feeling that I get. But just being on the safari mainly, being amongst nature, and being amongst all those animals, and it's just fascinating.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely obsessed.
I love that.
Yeah.
So from Africa to River Valley.
Yeah, exactly.
Why River Valley? Why did you choose the place?
Because it's about 500 meters from where I live.
Convenient, yes. Sign me up.
And the River Valley, it's home to us.
Yeah.
The retreat is home as well. When I'm there, it feels like home.
Yeah.
And my team are my friends, and we're like one big family.
Yeah.
We all put our all into everything, and it's an amazing place to be.
I love that. I'm a massive fan of stillness.
Yeah.
Like of just being, still and mindful. How do you at the retreat cater for those
The what?
things?
Sorry.
Like the stillness.
The stillness. How do we cater for
and tranquility.
Yeah. Well, as soon as you go through the gates at our place, I mean, we've had so many guests say this to us. As soon as those gates open, they come through, they feel like a weird, like spiritual peace.
Yeah.
And it is, as soon as you come through, it is, I don't know what it is about the place, but we try and keep things as quiet as we can. But naturally, as soon as you come through those gates, it seems to be, it's just, everything's peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is peace important to you?
Because the rest of my life is madness.
Talk to me about the madness.
Madness, yeah. Married, my husband, we've been together for a long time. Been together since I was 16.
Yeah.
And we've got 3 children, which have all now grown up, 28, 25, get this right, nearly 21. And I've got 3 grandchildren, 3 boys.
Oh, amazing.
So, yeah, you can imagine even that in itself. We live on a farm. So we've got goats, we did have pigs, sadly passed, but
oh, no.
We have horses and dogs, and it's just crazy. My house is crazy. So going to work's a rest.
Yeah, sounds chaotic.
Yeah.
So if you can look back at your journey so far, and if you were to go back and advise young Louise, what advice would you give to you?
Just always follow your heart, really.
Yeah.
Your gut instinct's a massive thing, I think. For me, it's feelings of what you need to do and what you've got to do. Yeah. I think if you always follow what your gut's telling you to do, just always follow that.
Yeah.
I mean, and take the ups and the downs with, it's like a roller coaster every single day.
Yeah.
You look at people and you think, oh, their life's great, they've got this, they've got that. But, people don't realise the hard work that goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So you've just got to stick with it through the thick and the thin.
Yeah. Talk to me about the hard work that goes behind the scene that most people don't see in creating the retreat or just in life in general.
Yeah. Well, creating the retreat, my God, it was just absolute. Even now I look back, I didn't realise the extent of the work that we've got through in such a short space of time as well, within 2 years, because we literally 2 years, 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
And from going from a boggy field to what we are now, yeah, sometimes I have to take a step back, which I didn't do before, but now I've started to take a step back and have a look at how far we've come rather than still what we've got to do.
Yeah.
But our day-to-day now, behind the scenes, from the housekeeping down to the groundsman cutting the grass, just keeping everything like perfect, from the back office, and dealing with guests and making sure their experience is ultimately the perfect
Amazing, yeah.
experience,
But
which is what we strive for.
it sounds busy managing all that. How do you do it?
I've got an amazing team.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
An amazing team who every day work so hard.
Yeah.
And they're so invested. They've been there since the beginning. So they're with me all the way.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. And how important, is your family during this whole
Yeah,
journey?
very important. I always try and make, every night I'd see one of them or all of them, or they all descend
Are they
on
all
my
like
house.
local?
Yeah, they all turn up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all think, what's she doing now? Where is she? So
Yeah.
I make sure that family life's it's really important.
How do you find balance between having a business and having a family, and then finding time for you in the midst of all that?
Well, I think in the beginning, trying to find the balance was really hard because I think it's been hard for them as well, from seeing me being at home, being there all the time and having food on the table every night, to then having absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I think for them it was a hard transition. But now, I guess they're all used to it, and they make time for me, I make time for them. At one point, maybe myself, I neglected a little bit, and I got quite poorly, because you just don't realise you're on full, it's full throttle, isn't it? So now, I do. I'll take time out for myself a lot more than I used to. A massage, for instance, Monday night, 4:00. It was just 2 hours of bliss.
Yeah.
You need it. You've got to do it.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing
I think that is important.
do you go to one of the lodges as well?
Well, actually, this lady came to my house, but that's the next plan. We have one of the little lodges we're going to turn into a spa whilst we get the rest of it going. So we'll be able to offer that service as well soon.
I love that.
Should be good.
So would you have any advice for any young person or people in general that are looking to start a business?
Be prepared for hard work and setbacks, knockbacks, but don't let that put you off, because I think if you're determined to do something, you'll do it.
Yeah.
You just have to keep going. I mean, don't give up at the first hurdle, because there'll be quite a lot of them. And it's just getting over them and getting through to the next one.
Yeah.
It's up and down, then you're not back down again.
It's never
just an easy ride.
Yeah.
But as long as you're prepared for that and hard work, then do it. Yeah, absolutely.
How do you go about starting a business like yours?
How long have you got?
10 years. Have you got time?
Well, it's right down. Starting from scratch, isn't it? It's your vision, your plans.
Yeah.
What your inspiration is. Who inspires you. You just put all these into one big. I don't know what you would call it.
Yeah.
Just, one big plan basically, and then obviously the business plan. It's starting from scratch, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got to do everything, and sometimes not everything is like you read in a book.
No.
Sometimes it just organically happens, and that's sometimes the best way.
Yeah.
Because not everything goes by the book.
Yeah.
And it is whatever you see, I guess.
Yeah.
You've just got to follow it through to what your vision is.
Yeah. I love it.
There's a lot that goes into it, obviously technical and
How important is it to have clarity of thought and also to know your key prepositions before starting the business? Because a lot of people just start a business and I'll figure it out later. How important is it to understand what your target audience actually want? Yeah,
I think when you go into, hopefully when you go into starting your business, you already kind of know who you're going to target and who. For me, it was people like myself, who like nice things in life, but also like peace, like nature. So for anybody else starting what they're doing, like for example, if you're a beauty therapist, you kind of know what kind of people who you are. I think you've just got to stick to that as much as you can. I mean, you do go off piste a little bit sometimes, and it takes a long time to get where you actually want to be.
Yeah.
But ultimately, if you stick to what your goal is and who you want to target, then you can't really go wrong.
I love that. And how is Everything Retreat going so far? Has it been everything you've dreamed of?
Yeah,
of it to be?
Absolutely love it. I love being there every day. I love going to work. Love getting up for work. I love my team. and we are doing good. Early days, we're only 2 years in, but we're more than happy with how it's going so far, and we've got great plans for the future. And watch this space.
Yeah, I love that. I know you shared some of the plans earlier on. Can you share again, like, you know, if you have even more exclusives?
Anybody wants what?
Like, you know, what's coming up next?
What's coming up next? So next for us, we've also already got our little on-site balance bar, which is exclusively for guests only.
Oh.
We have, I've just taken on a chef. We already have a chef, but he's a little bit of groundsman, he's a little bit of everything. Everybody at my place, jack of all trades. So he can't work 24 hours a day, unfortunately.
Of course, yeah.
He is fantastic, but can't do 24 hours. So we've just taken on a new chef. He will work then, he will be open then and able to open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights, and potentially Sundays. Because then our midweek guests they don't want to leave, do they?
Of course.
They've got the option if they want to venture out, we book a table elsewhere for them. But if they want to stay actually on the site and eat and have a few drinks, then that facility is going to be, you know, open to them very soon. Well, actually September.
Oh, exclusive.
So, yeah, absolutely. So keep watching for further updates on that. But yeah, that's coming soon.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. The wellness side of it, we are plans hopefully going submitted soon, and that will be great for us for, like I say, our corporate guests that want to bring their staff. Also, people just want to come and have like a little spa day.
Yeah.
There'll be all sorts we can do. So, yeah, I know that watch the space. I don't want to say too much.
Oh, you're giving it all away.
Yeah.
Do you see Everything Retreat being somewhere else? Like, would you have like little...
A lot of people ask me this question, and I always say, I always smile and think, oh yeah, that'd be quite good. I'd quite like a few sites.
Yeah.
But I need to finish the one that I've got first.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Focus on now.
Yeah. And then future, yes, maybe.
Yeah.
So we will see.
I love that. And do you know what I see a lot? I see you on your social media a lot. You know, like the content and stuff. How important is it to show up for your business?
I think everybody, I've only realised this recently, actually, probably in the last 6 months, when a friend of mine was saying, everyone wants to see you, you need to be part of it. Everyone wants to see what you're doing. They want to know your story. They want to know why you've done it and how you're doing it. And I was like, oh, I don't really want to do that.
You're smashing it though, you look great, yeah.
And then I started doing it, and then now I started it, I'm like, oh my God, it's Friday. It's the film day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm actually getting used to it now, and I don't mind doing it, to be fair.
Yeah.
And it is going down really well. Everybody seems to be commenting and saying they're loving the Friday come with me. So yeah, we'll stick at it.
Yeah.
Hopefully get better and better. I'm still a bit of an amateur at this, but yeah.
It gets better. It gets better. You're actually smashing it, you know. So we've come to like the end, but right at the end, I'd love to, you know, ask a little fun questions. So if you could recommend, are you a book reader? Do you like reading?
I do like reading, yes.
Right. If you could recommend any books, like what book would it be?
Oh gosh, now you've got me.
Oh.
Yeah. I bought the book in Africa. Dave Varty, he's the guy who created Londolozi, which is the safari lodge that we stayed at in the Sabai Sands, and he actually wrote a book about his story.
Oh wow!
So when I left Londolozi, I read the book on the plane on the flight down to Cape Town, and I read the whole book by the time I got there.
You must have loved the book.
It was amazing, yeah. And it was about his story and how his dad bought the safari lodge when he was drunk on gin with his friend.
Is that what you did?
He went in the car. I thought, this sounds like me. And they had
I have that land.
Yeah, and they brought down the car. Just a fab story and a true story. So I love a true story.
Yeah, I love that.
So that was been one of my favourite reads.
Amazing. Thank you for that. And also, if you had, have you got a go-to pick-me-up song or songs?
Oh, gosh. It's funny you should ask this because we are finalists in the EVA Awards. And they've asked for 3 songs. So number 1 is What Have You Done Today to Make You Feel Proud?
Yeah.
Small Town Girl by Glee.
Oh.
And then there's another, I can't think of the third one. I'm going to complete mind blank.
Oh, that's fine. Let us know later. We'll put it in the show notes.
Okay.
And then if you can give one life advice, what would it be?
Stay humble, be kind.
Yeah.
Always put other people's feelings into perspective. Always put the boot on the other foot.
Yeah. I love empathy. Yeah, it's very important.
Yeah.
I love that. And then where can people find you? And and get to know more about the retreat, about yourself. Where can we find you?
At Everything Retreats.
Yeah.
I may as well move into that place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm there all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And if not, at home or in the bar.
In the bar, yeah. You find me next to the gin. Plucked in another.
With a nice glass of wine.
Yeah, just take a card away.
Yeah,
You can't buy anything.
Hopefully on holiday, but not anytime soon.
Yeah, fair play to you. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we conclude?
I don't think so, no. Just take a look at our Instagram and have a look and see what you think for yourself. So come and see us.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for your time today, Louise.
Thank
It's been
you
amazing.
for having me.
Until next time. I can't wait to come and visit.
No.
I've never been. So
you need to come and visit.
I'd love to do like a little show run for our people.
Perfect.
Yeah, I would love that.
We will arrange
follow
that.
up. Yeah,
Yes.
amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Let's shake on it. It's a wrap.